What's up, guys? Royalewithcheese here, and welcome to a special episode of Ark Survival Evolved. This is going to be kind of along my beginner's guide series. I figured we'd do today a top 5 dinos that you want to get for gathering resources. That's right, we want to get the top 5 dinos so that you no longer have to use your pick, you no longer have to use your hatchet, you can just ride around on your dinos and do all your gathering. So hopefully this video helps you out. If you learn anything from this video or you enjoy this video, please do me a huge favor and smash that like button. And for more daily video game awesomeness, don't forget to subscribe. Now, please remember, this is just my opinion. This is one man's opinion. There may be some dinos that you think are better for gathering or are more useful to you, but this is just my personal opinion. I base this on how well they gather resources, and also how easy they are to attain. Some people might choose things like a Therizino, for example, but those are quite difficult to tame. So the Therizino didn't make it onto my top 5 list, but it might make it onto yours, so just keep that in mind. But anyway, let's get into the list and have some fun. We'll be right back. Alright guys, here we are at number 1 on my list. An absolute must-have gather dino, the Icarus, or as I like to call it, the Dick. Super thick, Dick. Anyway, these guys are what you're going to want for gathering stone. They're super amazing at gathering stone. They actually have a 75% weight reduction on stone, which is absolutely crazy. And if you've ever, 430 stone in just one swipe there. And as you can see, for all that weight, it's I don't have any stacking mod on this server, but for 100 stone, it's only 12.5 pounds. So it's super duper light. They can travel pretty quickly as well. They can ball up like this, and they move along pretty decently. They swim pretty well. They're not too hard to tame, as they're super duper slow. The only thing you have to be careful with them is that they will ball up if you hit them too much. So I've actually got one over here that I can show you. You can just kite them around quite easily, in fact. We'll shoot this guy, and he'll get mad at us. But like, look at how slow he is. It takes him ages to turn around. You can just pop a shot and then back up. If he starts to get too close, just run away a little bit. Keep shooting him. All you want to do, though, is make sure and take your time in between shots. As long as you take your time, because if you do too much damage... Oh, there we go. We knocked him out already. This is a super powerful rifle. This is my single player world. If you do too much damage to them, though, they will ball up, in which point they take 90% reduced damage and torpor. So you want to be really, really careful. Just take your time shooting them slow. They also are great. You can pick them up with an RG, and they will automatically gather, so you can just carry them around. They're great for gathering things on extinction, for element dust and electronics by smashing all the light posts. But definitely the number 1 dino on my list. You're gonna absolutely want a Dick if you're gonna be wanting to get any stone and put your hatchets away and get out of the caveman status and actually gather on a dino. So number 1 on the list, Icarus. All right, let's move on to number 2. And we're back. Okay, number 2 on the list for me is the woolly mammoth. Now, there's several dinos in Ark that can gather wood. You could use a beaver or a thorny dragon, but in my opinion, the mammoths are actually the best. They have the biggest reduction in weight. They actually have a 75% reduction in weight. They're quite easy to tame in that they're not they're pretty slow, so they're not too bad to kite around, or like this would be a great spot. You could just stand up there on the cliff and shoot down at them. They're powerful. They have high HP, so you don't really have to worry about running into, wolves or anything while you're out with them. Whereas if I was on a beaver, I might have to bring like a dino to protect me, like, a wolf or a thylacoleo or something to follow me around, so that I was safe. The mammoth can pretty much protect itself unless you get into a crazy situation. They do a great job even at gathering berries, as you can see. Like, look at how I can get a ton of berries. So they're great for berries, they're great for wood. They get a little bit of thatch. They tame with superior kibble, veggies, or berries. But once you get them knocked down, they're down for a really long time. Beavers are good too. They have the smithy saddles, which is pretty cool, but they're a tough tame. They run out of torpor really fast, so you really have to babysit a beaver tame, whereas a mammoth tame, in my opinion, is much, much easier. And these mammoths actually have a huge amount of weight. This guy has 910 weight to start. He was like a max level on this server, but compared to the other dinos that have that kind of weight, say like a Bronto or Parasaur, he's actually pretty quick. I mean, look at him move along. Not too bad. So good dino for carrying things, great dino for harvesting wood or berries, and even a pretty powerful fighter. So number 2 on my list, definitely the woolly mammoth. You can find these guys quite often in the snow, and that is a lot of wolves. Oh man. All right, we don't want to go that way. Holy smokes. All right, we're gonna run away from the 52,000 wolves that are over there. On to number 3. And we're back. Okay, guys, number 3 on my list is the moose, or the Megaloceros. These guys are super amazing for gathering thatch. They're really quick, actually. They're quite quick. And these guys are pretty easy to tame because they have low torpor. What's this guy's torpor? He's a max level 3,000 torpor, but you can bolo them. So you can bolo this guy and knock him out pretty easily. They're pretty great for thatch. They gather tons and tons of thatch. And actually, if you bring them to the swamps, they're good for rare mushrooms as well. They're not super great fighters. They fight okay, but they usually have quite low starting HP. So you don't really want to get in too many serious scraps with these guys. But they're nice and quick. They gather tons of thatch. They're pretty great. I actually am quite a big fan of the moose. I love the way they look, personally. Now, some people, this is where we get into some, other people might have different opinions. Oh no, I'm being attacked by something. Something's kicking my butt. Oh, it's a bunch of raptors. Oh no. All right, let's show how we can fight them off. Fight, guy, fight. Fight for everything you're worth. Okay. See, we did it. We're not bad. Some people would probably tell you that a Therizino is better for thatch, and they might be. Therizinos are amazing gathering dinos, but they're not easy to get. They're quite difficult tames. They're hard to knock out. They're hard to tame up. If you don't have the kibble, they take tons and tons of narcotics. And even if you do have the kibble, they take quite a bit of narcotics. So if you compare them and take into account the easiness of the tame, I'll take a moose any day. The moose, quite easy to get and quite amazing gathering dino. Number 3 on our need to have best gathering dinos list. Definitely go out and get yourselves a moose. All right, on to number 4. Whee! And they jump cool too. Whee! Whee! And we're back! Okay, number 4 on the list, the Ankylosaurus, or the Anki. These guys are what you're going to want to get if you want to gather metal, or flint, or crystal. These guys are amazing at that. They have a 75% weight reduction on metal, which is super amazing. As we know, metal is quite heavy. They also gather huge amounts of flint and crystal, which is really great. These guys are super duper helpful. They have really high starting HP, so they're good for tanking dinos as well. Look, as already I'm full of flint and metal already. All right, we get it. You got a level. I know, you're so excited. They're actually pretty decent swimmers actually as well, which isn't too bad. They're tamed with regular kibble, and again, these guys, much like the Dodicaruses, are very easy tames because they're super slow. So you don't really need a taming pen or anything, super difficult to tame them. They'll even gather a bit of thatch, I think, if I can one day get to this tree. Get to the tree! Yeah, I wouldn't use them really for that too much, but they do work. Man, these are all fresh tames, like I just got them for the video, so. But huge amounts of resources, high level HP, definitely the best mounts if you're going to be getting any metal in your near future. Let me show you. There's a wild one running around here. Where'd he go? There he is. So let me show you how, I mean, they're super slow. So you can just shoot him once, and then by the time he turns around again, you can shoot him a couple more times. No, he's already knocked out. I have a super powerful rifle. But they're super duper easy to tame. They're very, very slow, so you don't have to worry about them. You can just lead them around, shoot them, move a little bit, shoot again, move a little bit. Very, very easy tames. Again, regular kibble, vegetables, or mejoberries. The kings of gathering metal. And number 4 on our list of best gathering dinos, the Anki. That's right, the Anki, everyone. All right. On to the last but not least, number 5. And we're back with number 5 and my favorite dino on this list, the dire bear. Now, I love these guys. This is probably the only mount on this list I would use as an actual mount. They're super powerful. They have high melee. You got to be careful when taming these guys. These guys will do some damage to you. So you got to be careful. Definitely you got to use trank darts on these guys. And I would recommend using a taming pen method. You don't want to try to lead these guys around because they will catch you and they will eat you so hard. They're the best for gathering fiber. They gather huge amounts of fiber. They build up speed as they go, which is really fun. They're actually really, really fun to ride. And if you come up here to this beehive, as you can see, they have a special ability, immunity to bees. So I can harvest honey, as you can see. Harvested 15 honey there without any threat of bees. And if I run on him, as you can see, he builds up speed over time and he gets faster and faster and faster. Really, really fun mounts. Super, super powerful. They come with really high stats. Look at all the fiber, like huge amounts of fiber. Definitely the only mount on this list I would consider like just actually riding as an actual mount. And look at how cute he is. And the most adorable level up animations. And if you push C, look, he stands up and he roars. These guys are absolutely the best. Let's go. What's that? You guys want some of me? Huh? What's that, Raptors? Oh yeah, get wrecked. Oh, okay. Maybe not get wrecked. We're okay. Get wrecked. Get him, bear. All right. So you took care of you always got to be careful of raptors. You can always get raptored no matter how powerful your mount is. Oh, look at him. Hi, everybody. Hi, top 5 list. But super amazing. You can just run around and get all the fiber that you might ever want or need. Like, look at all the 1,200 fiber already, 1,400 fiber. These guys are awesome and really, really fun mounts to use. Again, with the speed, they're good for traversing land. They have high weight to start, high melee, pretty high health. These guys really, really are good all-around mounts, whether it's for fighting or gathering or traveling or basically any kind of mount you would possibly ever want in Ark. So definitely recommend getting yourself a dire bear. Now, some other notables here. You could also gather with moss chops. Are really good at fiber. I think again, Therazinos do fiber potentially. There's a few other mounts out there. Even gotchas will do fiber. But in my opinion, dire bear is the best fiber gatherer, and why it is made number 5 on our list of best gathering dinos. But that's gonna do it for the list, everybody. If you guys like this video and you want to, let's turn around so you can see us. That's a little better light. If you guys like this video and you want to see more top 5 lists like this, make sure and smash that like button. And for more daily video game awesomeness, don't forget to subscribe. And if you guys are looking for your own Ark server like the one I use, you should check out my Nitrado link down below. They have really great servers and really great prices. Also, if you guys are interested in hanging out with me live, I stream live on Twitch every single day. So if you want to come over and ask me any questions about Ark or talk to me about Ark or just come and hang out with me in general, you should come see me on Ark. Ark over on Twitch. But I love you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Cheese and the Dodick and the Anki and the Moose and the Dire Bear and the Mammoth out.